Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our first off-season video here of Beyond the Game. Now we're doing something a little different. We'll be having some normal off-season videos discussing some NFL topics like Drew Brees versus Aaron Rodgers and some stuff like that. We got some different opinions there. But we're going to be doing kind of like a weekly thing here, we hope, on Dominic Moore here, who is in the Arena Football League of the Southwest Kansas Storm. And we're going to be doing a little Pat McAfee, Aaron Rodgers style type thing every week where we talk about his season and what's going on there and how the team's doing and what arena football is going to be looking like. I'm learning a lot more about it since he's doing it here, and we're gonna learn some more about it and teach you guys.
Sure, let's get into it, man. I can't wait to I say educate people on the world of arena football. It's so much different, obviously, than your typical outdoor football, but it's still professional football. So you're still playing against the highest of the highest. Some really elite talent. So yeah, man, can't wait to teach you guys a little bit of our world in the arena football world. So
this will be Dominic's first game here. He took a week off because our regular viewers might know he recently had a son. So awesome there, being a dad. Had that little week of maternity leave or whatever, but now we're back. They got the dub, first game without him, and now Southwest Kansas Storm is 1-0, and we are playing the 0-2 Omaha Beef this week. Now, I know the Omaha Beef, their first game they lost to the Pueblo Punishers, 44-31. And then most recently to the Salina Liberty, 60-22. So, not too familiar with the Omaha Beef, but it's looking like it should be, a pretty decent matchup for you.
yeah, and first and foremost, the Omaha Beef have been running this league since they've joined the league, right? So this year's kind of looking like, whoa, like this isn't the normal Omaha Beef, right?
Gotcha.
They had a preseason game where they completely demolished the team they were playing, right? And that's the Omaha Beef that we're expecting to see for the first two games. But yeah, man, it didn't work out like that. But even still, like, we're not treating the Omaha Beef like they're an 0-2 team. They're still the Omaha Beef, right? They've been in the championship for the past almost every year. They've been in the championship. They played in it last year, lost to Beaumont, who's now in the AF1 league. So, we're treating this still the Omaha Beef that, the league should be afraid of and that the league knows pretty well. As far as us, though, we're, our game plan is still the same. It's just, like I said, this is the Omaha Beef, but we're going to go into this game, with that mindset of like, all right, we're going to walk out 1-0. But we're ready for a dogfight, right? We have this mantra going this week where, each team is going to put one foot in the tire, and we're going to be swinging. Whoever is the last person standing during that fight, that's the one that's going to win, right? So we're treating this still as a big game, obviously, because it's Omaha. You know what I'm saying? Like they run this league, so we're definitely not going to take them lightly. Like I said, the game plan we have, it's going to be pretty effective, for all four quarters. So, like I said, we're expecting a big game, expecting a great game, and we just can't wait to get to it right now, man. I'm itching to play.
Then you guys won your first game against Louisiana, Bossier City, if I'm saying that right, 24-18. That was without you, and now you're back. So, how are you looking to disrupt the game? Obviously. Well, from the line perspective, what's your focus going into it?
Well, I wouldn't even say like I'm a week behind. I'm still learning a few things, obviously, with them having that extra time,
Sure.
But what I would say is just my energy, man. Like when everybody knows when I step on the field, nobody has more juice than me, man. So wherever I play, because they kind of have me going everywhere, right? I'm on the D line. I'm playing end, I'm playing guard, I'm pretty much playing everywhere, so just being an athlete, wherever they line me up at. And obviously, whenever I do get on the field, make the most of it. Like I'm not gonna, just sit here and be like, hey, I'm gonna, eventually, take somebody's starting spot. Like if that happens, that happens, man. But when I get on the field, man, I'm gonna make the most of it, and I'm gonna have the most fun, especially against this team. It's the Omaha Beef, right? So there are gonna be eyes. There's gonna be eyes from bigger leagues, the outdoor leagues, and when I step on the field, like I said, it's just to have the most juice, and have the most energy, and then play the hardest, play the fastest.
Did you play them last year?
No, because they're in like I said, there's two different leagues.
Okay,
right?
gotcha.
The league, then the AF1, and then now I'm in the NAL, the National Arena League.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, they've been running this league.
Gotcha.
This is Southwest Kansas' first time joining this league.
Okay.
Because they weren't one last year, but due to some I would just say off-season, unfortunate circumstances, they decided to leave the AF1 with Salina. Salina was also in the AF1 too.
Gotcha.
And then now they both joined the NAL, the National Arena League. So yeah, man, it's like I said, it's pretty dope though so far. It's been pretty dope.
Yeah, I know you sent me your schedule. You want to take me through like a little day in the life, week in the life here of game week?
So I mean, I'll even just start with this morning. So this morning I woke up at like 5, went to the gym, was there for about a few hours. Left at like 8:30ish, I want to say. Came home, took a quick nap. Got some breakfast. Like shout out our sponsors, man. We have tons of sponsors, and they're just blessing us with food. But I can't complain about that. So then around 10, maybe 10, I went to the sauna, hit the sauna for a little bit. And that's when you texted me. Obviously, I knew we were gonna do this, so
yeah,
figuring out a time. So then I've just been pretty much here chilling. I got the Pat McAfee show going. Right?
Let's go.
Crazy. Right, I got it going on the TV right now, so I've pretty much been watching that till to get ready, and then we practice. Well, we have meetings at 5. Then from 5 we have practice at 6:30. So then we were on the field till about 8:30, 8:45ish. And then after that, we, like I said, our sponsors continue blessing us with food. They have tons of restaurants out here that are just like, hey, come on in. Whatever you guys want, let us know. We'll take care of you. Boom. So I might do that. Before I, doze off and everything, I hit the playbook, just for a little bit, just to make sure, like, I'm refreshing. Especially this week, like I said, this week being a big game and everything. They've kind of threw me into the fire early. I've been taking reps with the first team a lot, so they're just like, hey, just go out there, be an athlete. If you need some help, I obviously talk to the center, talk to whoever, but we're gonna throw you into the fire early. And I've kind of appreciated that because they know I learn by doing. I don't like really to write stuff down and look at this now. Like I want to learn by doing. Like I go through the motions with it and learn as I go. But yeah, hit the playbook for a little bit. That's probably around 10:30, 11. Maybe about 11:15. I'm probably in the bed, dozed off maybe. And obviously, talking to my son before I go to sleep, talking to my lady before I doze off and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much a day in the life, and it's just just a cycle. I just go through that. And obviously on game day, I don't know what I'm gonna do on game day because I don't plan on hitting the gym before the game.
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm fresh. But yeah, that's pretty much what my days usually look like.
I gotcha. And then, did you, when you signed with the Southwest Kansas Storm, did you send them? Are they aware that you have that trick play potential?
I'm hoping, man, dude. I tell you, I've been. Yesterday specifically, I was like just screaming tight end pop. Tight end pop, like I was just screaming it, because we're installing some goal line joints now. So yeah, I'm just like, hey, tight end pop, like, hey, look for me, if you throw it up, it's coming down with me. So just like look for me, man. But I'm sure they know of it. Like they know of it. Like like I said, they pretty much have me everywhere, right? So I kind of did some long snapping as well because I was a snapper.
Oh, that's cool.
So kind of doing some field goal snapping. I'm doing field goal block. Obviously, I've had like 6 block field goals last year, so I'm like, yeah, put me on there. Like I said, man, I'm being an athlete, man. So
yeah.
I'm just wherever you put me, just know you're gonna get 110%. So
NFL, UFL, CFL, we gotta look out. Get Dom here a contract. Get him somewhere. He's an athlete. He can catch touchdowns, block, rush the passer, block field goals. He can anything you need him to do.
I don't need a position. Just put athletes.
Just put this dude on the field. He'll make some plays.
Literally. I did get my jersey number yesterday, though, so I'll be number 50 this year.
Number 50, okay. Awesome.
Yeah. It kind of ties back to my junior year of high school. I was 50 my junior year of high school. Yeah, I was going to be 56, but 56 is stolen, which is crazy because the guy that has 56, his last name is also Moore. So I don't want people to like be confused when they're like, oh, that's but he also has dreads, too, and they know I don't have dreads. Okay. So it's like, okay, yeah, 56 and more. Of course, they're going to think me, but then they're going to see the hair and they're like, yeah, that's not him. Like, so, yeah, I'm number 50 this year. So, yeah.
And then what year is this for pro ball, arena ball for you?
This is year 3.
3 or 2, okay.
Year 3, I would say third team. I don't know if I should I don't know, man. I did sign. So, obviously, in 24, I signed my first contract with the Iowa Rampage. Who then folded right before we had a game.
Yeah.
Funny story about that game, the Southwest Kansas Storm was my first professional opponent. Right? It was kind of like a full circle moment, right?
Yeah.
We folded our season. The Rampage did, I should say. We folded our season. And then they still paid us, the players who actually wanted to, play and get some film. They paid us to come out here to play them. So I was one of those players, and I was like, "Hey, man, I just want some film.
Yeah.
I want to get out there, man." And it was my first professional game, so obviously I wasn't going to miss that. So yeah, I played for the Iowa Rampage. Southwest Kansas Storm was my first opponent. Then I went to the Washington Wolfpack.
Yep.
Was there for a while. Obviously was there for the 24 season. And then my first legitimate arena football win was against the Southwest Kansas Storm. Right, so again, it's a full circle moment, man. And then last year to 25, I was actually supposed to come out here, right? But I was so tied into Washington, I was so locked in with Washington that I was like, I'll be back for a year too. The fans out there are amazing. I don't want to take nothing from the Washington Wolfpack. The fans are amazing. Everybody was amazing. So yeah, I decided to go back for year 2, and then crazy. I left the team right before they came out here to play Southwest.
Yeah.
And when I left, I had intentions of coming out here because I knew that was the plan. When I left the Washington Wolfpack, I was going to immediately come out here. But it didn't work out. It didn't work out that way. So yeah, man, I didn't hesitate. Obviously, I signed with the Tulsa Oilers for a little bit, thinking that it would be a good opportunity. It would be a good opportunity, but at the time it was. But I just knew, like, me and Coach Gary Thomas, the head coach here, we were too locked in, man. We were too locked in. Yeah. We were always talking ball. He would just call me to talk ball out of nowhere and everything. So
that's
I very much appreciated that. And I was like, yeah, man, you know what? Let's just talk ball and let's just play some ball, man. So I was like, yeah, man, I'm coming out here, and here we are.
That's cool. That's awesome. We'll wrap it up here. Give me your score prediction for Saturday.
For Saturday, let's go 56.
Oh.
56-47, maybe.
Okay. Well, we got last score.
Yeah, man. Football, it's a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
It's right. That even the 24 points that we put up last week, that's pretty low. You know what I'm saying? Like, what Salina, what the score that Salina put up against Omaha is your typical arena football score.
Gotcha.
Like, you got some teams that, Albany last year hit 100 in a game.
Did not know. That's crazy. 100 points in a game. That's cool.
Exactly. And then they almost put 98 up against Washington. They almost put 100 up against Washington. They put 98 up.